How you doing, Manginas? Tanky Toddler here, bringing you guys Girlfriend Stories, episode 51. And before I get started, I want to tell you guys about a live stream coming up, and a very important one. On November 2nd, I am doing a 25-hour gaming live stream for charity for a children's hospital. And in the description, there will be a link to the information and actually the donation link as well, and to a video where I talked about it and gave a little bit more about what type of video games I'm going to play, exactly what children's hospital it goes to, and the event itself. And overall, not a lot of people actually saw that video, and I've been telling a lot of people that I play Xbox with, so a lot of them know about it, but I think a lot of my viewers aren't familiar that I'm doing this live stream. So I'm hoping to make it a very good thing, hoping to make it very fun, have a lot of people, and I'm definitely going to need a lot of support to be able to stay up for 25 hours in a row, so any kind of help will be great. So yeah, let's get started into the girlfriend stories. If you have not seen the last video, Girlfriend Story in episode 50, it was probably one of my better videos because the stories were pretty awesome. They were really weird stories, crazier than actually the past ones, I would say. And I'm also gonna follow up a couple things from there, so you're gonna be a little lost. So if you guys remember the girl that, the emo one, and she like basically tried to get me to impregnate her, like I don't know on purpose or what, but she told me she was on birth control, and she asked me to explode my, I'm gonna like shake my soda can up and spray it inside of her bucket, and I was like, no, and so she told me she was on birth control. It turns out she wasn't, and so now a little bit of updated information on that. After I released that video, she talked to me a couple times on Facebook. There's probably like 2 or 3 times, and she messaged me a few things, and a lot of it was basically, alright, I understand my place. I know you and your roommates hate me. Feel free to delete me on Facebook. You'll never have to see me again. I'll stop bothering you. Bye. And she'd just say this out of nowhere. Like, I wouldn't even say anything to her. We weren't even texting her. She didn't even ask us anything about, like, the situation, like, if I was mad or anything like that. Then again, she said like, the same thing, but in different words again. And, about a day later, after these Facebook rants, on me, because I didn't have a phone, so she had no way to text me or anything like that. After these Facebook rants, we were all drinking, hanging out. It was like some Thursday night before we went to the bars. We hear a knock at the door, and we're like, what the fuck? We're not expecting anybody. My roommate goes and checks the peephole, and she doesn't see anybody. Opens it up, and there's the girl, the emo one. And, I'm sorry to call her the emo one. I'm just not going to call her by her first name, you know? And it's just a way for you guys to clarify. So, I mean, I'm not saying she's emo, like, she's not, she kind of dresses like it. She was actually wearing a My Little Pony hat. By the way, the hat was kind of cool, but the point is, I'm not a brony, so I'm not interested in that show. But anyways, so it's like, whenever she knocks, she actually hides from the people, so we don't know it's her, I guess. But so she comes in, smiling, and stuff like that. And last time she came over, she was super drunk, and it was really annoying. And so we couldn't tell if she was drunk this time. She might have been a little bit. So she came in talking to us, acting like it was nothing. We're just playing cards. I was trying not to make it awkward, but I was fucking pissed that she would say that shit online on Facebook about how we all hate her when we didn't say a single thing. She was playing the victim card as if I'm a fucking asshole and just talking mad shit to her when I wasn't. I was being a nice guy about this whole situation, even though I probably shouldn't have been. And so she comes up there uninvited, not even letting us know she's coming up, and just acts like nothing's happened, acts like everything's fucking cool. And so I'm just sitting there trying to stay calm and not be pissed off, and I do a pretty good job at it, I would say. So anyways, at one point she like comes right next to me and is asking me something, and puts her like face against mine, and I'm obviously I'm not a big PDA guy in the first place, and in this situation I'm definitely not, so it was just like super awkward, and I kind of tried to push her off a little bit, but she was still trying to like flirt with me and shit like that. So anyway, she left early for some reason. I think she had something to do, and I didn't hear from her for a couple days. And then the next thing I see on my Facebook is, and this is, by the way, this whole story is all within about a week and a half, probably a week. The next thing I see on my Facebook is like, hey, me and my boyfriend were wondering if you would like to come, you and your roommates would like to come drink with us. I'll provide the beer. And if you didn't catch the beginning of that statement, me and my boyfriend. So she pulled this shit off on me. All this stuff, all this like saying how much we hated her, about you know, doing nasty things and everything, and then she busts out, "Hey, I have a boyfriend." Just, I think to try to make me jealous or something. I don't know what's going on. I don't understand this. This is a situation I'm not familiar with, and it's just fucking weird. But it's pretty much. I think it's over now. I haven't talked to her for about like 5 days, 6 days, 7 days, something like that. So I think it's pretty much over with. I think she's moved on or something. I don't get it. I definitely hope so. Um, so anyways, now it's time to get to your guys' emails, and it's been a while since I've answered emails. As always, my email link is in the description below. Feel free to email me with girlfriend stories, any questions you guys have. So, and I'll make sure to reply back as soon as I can. Hey Tangy, I like this girl, but she's 2 grades ahead of me. We always talk, but I'm not sure if she likes me. Should I tell her? Should I tell her? What should I do? Please help. And she's 2 years older than you. I don't know how old you are. Usually it's not a big difference. Depending on if like you're in middle school and she's in high school, that could be a little bit different. But I'm assuming that maybe like you're a sophomore in high school and she's a senior, or maybe you're in 5th grade, she's in 7th grade. And I'm going to tell you right now, she is probably going to get shit from her friends that she's like, if she like is dating somebody younger, so that might keep her away from doing that. But overall, I don't think age is that big of a deal unless it's like 22 and 5, something like that. I think that's pretty weird when somebody dates somebody way older or younger than them. So that kind of sucks. That's kind of weird. But overall, I would say, yeah, just go for it. Just let her know how you feel. Be like, hey, so I'm kind of interested in you, and play it cool, you know what I mean? Since she's older than you, because I know for me, I've never dated somebody older than me, so I think I'm just not used to it. I don't know why, if I feel intimidated or I've just never, like, bonded with more mature people than me. I don't know. But I've never dated anybody older, so I don't quite know a whole lot about that situation. But I don't see why it's any different. Age really isn't a factor at this point. Alright, let's see what we got here. I am 13 years old, and I like this girl, and we flirt and shit like that, and I really want to ask her out, but we were really close, and if we were to go out and break up, I would still want to be friends. What do I do? P.S. Love the vids, keep it up. By the way, you don't have to put this in a girlfriend stories. Thanks. You're in a girlfriend stories anyways. So anyways, excuse me, I was a professional. And obviously, if you date, okay, here's how it works. There's a chance that if you date this person, you guys are going to break up, especially if you're 13 years old. There's also a chance you guys will no longer be friends after this. So it's kind of like a risk-reward type of thing. Like, is it worth possibly losing a friend to have a girlfriend? You know what I mean? And who knows how long you guys will date and stuff like that. I mean, it could last a long time. It might not. Overall, it just kind of depends on what you want to do. If you don't want to keep being friends with her, if you want to actually date her, then go for that. But do know you might lose a friend. Um, so sometimes it's tough like that. Like I had one of my really good friends was a girl in college, and I liked her. I didn't really completely tell her. I think she knew though. I think some other people told her, and I told her one time. I think that I just let it go, and I just continued to be friends with her, and I was fine with that. She was one of my best friends of all time. So I think it's fine if you just want to be friends with the person. You know, sometimes your best friend doesn't mean it's the best relationship, you know? I was never a person that usually dated friends. I usually found, like, a girl randomly, like a party at a friend's house through a friend, and just kind of started being in a relationship right away, rather than knowing somebody for a long time and then start dating later. So, overall, it's just kind of your choice, man. You just know that there's always a possibility you guys might not be dating. So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to email me with any questions you want. As you see here, I went 23-1 in 4-man search and destroy league play. I don't know why they put me in Iron Division. League play has some issues. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Oh, look at some bronze there. Man, look at me. I'm a fucking scrub. Stay hairy, manginas.